Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see every one of you once again. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please type a yes in the comment or say a hi to me in the comments. Okay, so today it is the 6th of August 2021. The time is 11:32 p.m. and today is a Friday evening, and it is for Singapore, this is a long weekend, Monday is a public holiday. Today is a Friday, so I guess you guys can stay up later with me, right? Okay. Yeah, so I'll take a look at the comments first. Okay, say hello Mac, hello Han Hawk, Vico, Danny, Jack. Oh, finally back to a Friday night. Yes, I know. I think is it you? I think someone said that they want it to be on a Friday night. I think one person. So yeah, so I try to do on a Friday night. Christopher, yes, Christopher, I saw your comments in the Telegram channel. So yes, I'm preparing to do a Facebook Live, and there you are, I'm here today. Hello MH, hello Boloma. Is this the first time you are here with me? Okay, and Christopher Chan. Danny say, you miss me, is it? Swatha, Eddie, Nelson, good to see every one of you here. Right now, we have 127 people in the room, all right? So if you could, just give me a like, all right? If you can, give me a share as well. This is just to tell Facebook that you enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future, because if you don't do that, Facebook algorithm, you do some changes and you think that you don't like me and will not show you MarketWise so-called Facebook feed on your feed, right? So yeah, do give me a like and share. Liking is free. Of course, if this is the first time you are watching my Facebook Live, remember to like MarketWise Asia Facebook page, okay? So that you know when Facebook give you the notification, okay? So I post the link in the comments. So if the first time you are with me here, do like MarketWise Asia Facebook page. All right. Hello, Wheeling. Hello, Jurek. Hello, Jess. Okay, so today it is pretty simple. Okay, just go through the market with you guys. Typically market in August is not a very strong month, or I would say it's a weaker month compared to the rest of the year. Oh, by the way, I forgot, right? So the latest news is that we are able to dine in coming 10 August next week. All right. So how many of you are excited to dine in? All right. Next week, type 1 in the comments. Type 1 comments. All right. So I am a guy who like to chill at kopitiam. So I okay to dine alone, have my coffee time. Okay. So I'm quite happy to hear that. So I would love to have my coffee back again at a kopitiam. All right. Yeah. Oh, Han Hawk, say type 1. So if you enjoy dining out, say type 1 in the comments. So I believe maybe a lot of you guys are already vaccinated already. So if you're already vaccinated, you can go up to 5 diners in a restaurant. Okay, so this is the latest news in case you don't know. All right, so even if you are not vaccinated, you are also able to dine at a kopitiam hawker center. I think maximum to a 2 packs, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, hello, Alvin Hayden. Good to see you. All right, so let's go straight to the main topic for today. So as usual, right, my disclaimer: whatever I share today, it is just for educational and informational purpose. All right, it is not recommendation to tell you what to buy or sell. It is not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence. Okay, so Alex is always wrong. I was wrong. Okay. I'll show you why. Well, my goal call is wrong actually. Anyway, I'll go through some things later. Okay, so anyway, so please don't copy me. All right, just treat it as an entertainment Friday night. All right. So as I mentioned, right, so August is typically not a strong month for the stock market. And right now, but the indices, right, S&P 500, the NASDAQ, right, is now at an all-time high. So how should you approach the current market right now? And what are the sectors or industry that you should be staying away or looking at right now? And I'll be going through some of these industry sectors or ticker. All right, some of you might know, for example, oil, XOP. All right, you might know, and some of these you might not know. Doesn't matter. I'll go through that. And ITA, TLT, UNG, XLF, XF, you should know lah. Okay, I'm trying to remove this. I cannot remove. Dismiss. Okay, so XLF is the financial sector over here. Some of you might know, some of you doesn't know. Never mind. All right. I'll go through some of them and go through one by one with you guys. Okay, so right now, let's go through the market right now. Let's go back to Finviz. Finviz over here. Try to zoom in over here. The Nasdaq is down about 0.5%, while the S&P is just slightly positive, and the Dow is up 0.37%. Market, it is still pretty bullish. Market is still pretty bullish. Okay, so let's go through the sector over here. Today, the financial sector is the best, followed by the industrial and the energy. If you go through the industry-wise, today, top 3, agriculture, departmental stores, aluminium. All right, so if this is the first time, so-called you are with me over here, I always use Finviz. You can go to Finviz and take a look. I post the link in the comments also. Okay, so what I want to share with you guys is this. Let me see, is it here? Is it here? Yes. Okay, so for those who have attended the recent Market Insights Virtual Summit, right? Just not too long ago in July. Okay, so Jin Rong, the market analyst from IG, actually showed this seasonality so-called chart in his presentation. Okay, so when he first presented, typically a market was pretty bullish. All right, from April to July is pretty bullish. Let me try to zoom in. Can you guys see clearer now? Should be able to now. Okay, so this is more important one. And after July, typically August, it is not a very strong month. Can you see all the negative for the past 10 years? So this is the historical so-called data for the past 10 years. I wouldn't say August it is very bearish. So, okay, I wouldn't say it is bearish, just that it is not strong compared to the previous month. Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say, type August in the comments. AUG, August. August. So it is typically not a very strong month, but it is not bearish. I'm not trying to scare you guys saying that the market is going to crash. No, so I'm just telling you that August is typically from August, September, it is not a very strong month. Then October, November, December, typically end of the year, it is back to a so-called a stronger month now. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Not trying to scare you guys. I'm not saying that market is going to crash. I'm just saying that it is not very strong, typically weaker. And let's go to the chart right now. To the chart. Where is the chart? Okay, trading view. All right, so go to the S&P 500 over here. I think if you have been following me for the many months, okay, you should know that I've always been saying that S&P, it is always on an uptrend. Okay, no doubt about it. I'm always on an uptrend over here. If I add in the cloud and the central pivot range over here, okay, you can always see that again, market always kind of respected the central pivot range. Central pivot range is the green dotted line over here. All right, so many months already tested, rebounded. All right, just when you thought that the market looks a bit weak, like this, it seems to me like a rounding top to me over here. But again, once again, supported by the CPR, supported by the central pivot range. Again, you thought that the market is going to crash. You thought the market was going to crash. But again, once again, it's supported by the CPR. And for this month, all right, for the month of August, it just touched the central pivot range. All right, and then also rebounded up again. So can you see, if you always be very bearish, then you always get whacked. You try to short sell the market, always get whacked. Okay, so overall the market it is still strong. And for the Nasdaq, same case now, right? Supported by the CPR, didn't really touch, but this month it touched and then rebounded up again. For the Dow, it is a bit more choppy. It's more choppy over here. Ping pong a bit for the past since May already. But nevertheless, it is still staying above the cloud. So this is also on a strong uptrend, on a strong uptrend. But again, I have to remind you guys, right? Personally, I don't really like the market, as in there's no steep pullback. So the market has been up for many weeks already. Okay, can you see the market? This is a crazy market. All right, so it's been up, no decent pullback, and personally, I don't really have many positions. So even the position that I have, for example, the previous one that I mentioned is the AutoNation. Okay, so I am out already. I'm out already. Okay, I'm out already. So this is the AutoNation. Yeah, I out somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here near the top there lah. So I'm out already. Anyway, so right now I don't have any so-called stocks. The one that I have basically it's not stocks lah. Okay, it's commodities and such. I'll share with you later. So this is just my personal opinion. Again, I'm not trying to say that the market is going to crash. Just that I don't feel comfortable buying at the top right now. I rather stay away for now. Okay, I'd rather stay away for now. Okay, so I hope you guys trying to understand what I'm trying to say. If you understand, okay, type yes in the comments. I'm not trying to scare you guys. Okay, so yes, what else? So yeah, and let me see for this. All right, in my previous Facebook live, not previous, I think 2 or 3 weeks back, I said that, GLD gold typically based on seasonality or historical data, right? 19 July to 11 August is a strong movement. 90% win of the time for 11 years. Basically, of 11 years, 10 years, it is positive lah. Okay, so but for today, gold is kind of whack. Whack. So gold is it falls hard today. So it is down negative 2.48%. Right, I am also stopped out of gold. I repeat, I'm also stopped out of gold. Initially, I have some profit over here. Okay, I didn't take because because my stop is somewhere around here lah. Okay, just at the bottom over here. I enter somewhere around here. So a little bit of profit, but I didn't take. I just leave it there, and I thought price could hold at the central pivot range, but it didn't today. It just really dropped very fast. So I am stopped out already. So yeah, it's not every trade I win. So I'll be totally transparent with you. So for gold, I lost on this trade, but it doesn't matter. It's just one of the many trades. So I'll just be transparent with you because I mentioned about gold. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure how many of you actually so-called follow my call, even though I said not to follow. So if you did, you need to have a stop loss. So yeah, and by right, you should be out already. So right now, gold is not positive. So below the central pivot range, all right, by the green dotted line over here, and also below the cloud. And of course, every time I talk about gold, people ask me about silver. All right, what about what? I'm inside AG and such. So silver is also very bearish today. All right, even more bearish than gold. It is down about 4%. So again, I'm so-called bearish on silver. Also, price it is below cloud and below the central pivot range. So gold and silver bearish lah. Okay, it's bearish. So no point trying to catch a low as well. All right, and I think yes. So I'm trying to recap. All right, so personally, it's not a strong man. If you want to go long, all right, so just be more careful. Try not to overtrade and have many positions. I've been saying that for a number of weeks, for at least I think for about 1 or 2 months already. But the market hasn't really dropped. But okay, if you see any setup, you still can go in. Just try not to trade too big. Okay, for me, I am not holding any stock position right now since I think a few days ago when I exited some of my position. Okay, so even for my position, like CCJ, uranium, I know for the past many months I talk about uranium. I have already exited. All right, Danny, are you still holding, if you're still online, are you still holding your uranium now? I'm not sure how many of you actually still holding uranium. Let me add in over here. So initially, I was pretty bullish on uranium. It is because, can you see over here, price actually broke above the cloud over here. And then I said that, uranium is going to be a bull. And yes, indeed, okay? Indeed, bullish. So I ride on the bull, okay? So I was expecting a pullback over here, okay? Which is this zone over here. This is a very heavy resistance over here, hit around here already. So indeed, price actually hit there and came down. Indeed, price hit and came down. So this is a weekly time frame. So I was expecting a pullback and then rebound, and then there was a rebound. But this week, it doesn't look very positive to me. So, and based on the daily time frame, price, it rebounded up again, okay? And then price resisted at the CPR and then came back down again. So I've decided that, maybe I should just exit for now. So I am no longer holding CCJ, which is a uranium miner, uranium company. So in case you have been following me for the past many months, okay, I've already right enough already. So I think based on my systematic way of seeing the chart, again, it is very consistent now, okay? Price is below the cloud, it is downtrend, below the CPR, it is also a downtrend. So I've decided to exit, okay? So in case you don't know, I've already exited. So CCJ, so don't say I never tell you. So Alvin is saying how to buy uranium. There are a few ways. So one, you can go through, as in you can buy through the stock, the uranium miners like CCJ or UEC like Danny Way. All right. Or if you could, okay, if you want to, you can also buy through ETF like URA. URA is a Global Uranium X ETF. Basically, you also invest in all these uranium mining companies. So again, the price action is roughly similar. Price is below the cloud, downtrend. Okay, at the CPR, below the CPR, also a downtrend. All right. So Danny said you got into UEC options. Yes. Okay. So yeah, happy for you. I think you also ride good enough ready for the uptrend. So yeah. So for now, not so bullish on uranium already. At least on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame, it is still uptrend. Just that I don't know when this pullback will end. It could do like this, like this, and then move higher. All right. Okay. And another one I want to mention is I didn't review that, okay, but I thought it'd be good to give a case study. All right, is this stock called DXC Technology. This DXC Technology over here. Can you see this nice uptrend over here now? This nice uptrend over here. Again, all right, my way of entering it is always the same. I've always been telling you. All right, uptrend, I buy. So this is DXC over here. All right, can you see price? This is a technology company. Actually, how many of you actually heard of DXC before? If yes, of course, you type yes. If you never heard of this before, you type no in the comments. I am expecting a lot of no. Okay, I'm expecting a lot of no. Okay, so all right, can you see for DXC down all the way, down all the way from the high to the low, actually down about 90%, down 90%. Okay. Okay, by the way, I'm already out already, so I'm just giving you a case study. So this is one of the stocks I actually never reviewed to you guys. So DXC, price actually broke above the cloud somewhere around here in early this year, and I got in. I didn't got in near the over here, okay. I never got in here, so I go to a daily time frame again. I got in at somewhere around March. All right, this is where I entered. Somewhere around here. All right, this consolidation zone over here. Let me try to zoom in. All right, this consolidation zone. All right, breakout over here, I buy. Okay, so I use options to carry this trade. I think good enough already. So went to a high over here, all right? And I know that, there is an earnings over here yesterday. So I actually got out on this big candle here. So I think I write good enough already. So I decided to exit. So yeah, so this is just another sharing. Okay, so far what I share, what I share is the winning one. Okay, now let me share the also the losing one also. So I actually also entered into American Airlines, which I didn't so called share with you guys. All right, so this is the losing one. This is the losing one. So initially, I also entered AAL, American Airlines. All right, so price, this is the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. So price broke above the cloud over here. I kind of entered somewhere, I think in April. In April, when it came back down over here, I decided to enter again. But subsequently, price didn't actually rebound and came back down again. All right, so based on the daily time frame, it is kind of moving sideways, okay, and it's not doing very well, which I anticipate that it is going to head higher, but it didn't. So right now, price is below the cloud, and also below the CPR. So I've decided to exit also. But of course, for example, the DXC, the winning, the so-called profits is more than AAL lah. So overall, I'm still positive. Okay, so just to share with you. All right. Xiang Lun, you say that unlike you hold so long. So I have two different portfolios. So I have swing trade, and I also have position trade one. So the position trade one is like I hold for the DXC, like XOP, all right, uranium. This I hold for longer term position trading, where I hold for maybe 3 months to 9 months, that kind of period lah. So yeah, so swing trade and position trade, two different portfolio. Yes, I do hold. So maybe to you 9 months is long. Okay, this is just my case study. All right, so if you enjoy what I'm sharing so far, right now we have about 200 plus people in the room. All right, do give me a like. Right, liking is free. Because also liking also tell Facebook algorithm that you want to see more of MarketWise Asia Facebook Live in the future. Because if you don't do that, Facebook will deem that you don't like me, and you show you lesser and lesser of my live on your Facebook feed. All right, so if you enjoy what I'm sharing, do like MarketWise Asia, also like my Facebook Live also. Liking is free, doesn't cost you money. And if you could, all right, give me a share as well. I would appreciate that. So right now we have about 200 plus people. So if this is the first time you are watching my Facebook Live, all right, so I post the MarketWise Asia Facebook page, all right, link in the comments. All right, do remember to like the page, and if you haven't joined the Telegram channel, do also go into the Telegram channel. All right, we have about 3,005 people. This is the place where I give updates, price movers, interesting market news, and also update on my Facebook Live. All right, you should be able to see the link in this screen also, and of course also in the comments. Okay, so do give me a like, share, whatever lah. Just give me a like lah, so it doesn't cost you money. All right, so if everything is okay so far, type yes in the comments while I take a break. Drink some water first. So yeah. So right now, all right. So right now, what I'm gonna share with you is what sectors or industry you should be staying away from. All right. So this is the bearish. All right. So bearish this month, August, right? The oil industry, typically it is bearish, all right, based on his seasonality, all right, or what you say historically, oil in August is weak. So which means, right, the XOP is the oil and gas exploration, all right, IEZ is the oil and gas, I think services and equipment, IEZ, and typically the energy sector, XLE, is weak. Okay, so let's go to the chart right now. XLE. Is it weak or not? In August? All right. So previously I mentioned that I held this XOP, oil and gas exploration, all the way up. Okay, so I exited somewhere around here. So after that, no price actually came down already. So typically August is a weaker month for oil. Let me see my data first. Okay, let me see my data. So XLE, XLE, XLE. All right, XLE. So for the past 11 years, XLE for the past 11 years, right? So 82% chance that it is down. So for example, for the past 11 years, all right, 82%. For the past 9 years, it has been down for the energy sector. All right, so typically it is from 29 July to 25th August. Okay, so basically it's for about 1 month now, right? This basically this August 1 month. Okay, so for IEZ, I have a position, IEZ. This is the oil and gas equipment and services ETF. This is a weaker one. So for IEZ August, let me see, August, for the past, same also 11 years. For the past 11 years, 11 to 24 August tend to be pretty weak. All right, so 91% of the time, which means that for the past 11 years, 10 years, it is down. All right, so I actually shorted IEZ on this day over here. All right, I'm just again sharing with you what I'm doing. Doesn't mean I'm right. So please don't copy me. I shorted this IEZ over here. Okay, can you guys know why I shorted at this point? All right, if you have been following me, you should know lah. I always say the same thing. Sometimes I also repeat until sian already. I also don't know whether you hear until sian or not. All right, so once price has broken above the cloud below the CPR, I term it as a downtrend. All right, when price rebounded back to the CPR, I thought it's a good time to short, and based on seasonality, is a good time to short. So I shorted it. So I'm right now in some decent profit right now, in decent profit right now. Okay. Danny say yes, below CPR and cloud. Yes, that's right. Wei Lun, you say S2 become resistance. S2 become, what do you mean S2 become resistant? You mean this one over here? Yes, that's right. Okay, but this month over here, right, it is hitting the central pivot range. In case you cannot really see on the chart, so this is the CPR, this green dotted line over here. So so-called hit this area over here, and it came down. So yeah, so far slight positive. I will see how it goes. Okay, and yeah, again, this is based on historical data. It doesn't mean that it is definitely going down for the rest of the August. I don't mean that. So you have to follow the price action. All right. And the other one that it is bearish right now, not bearish now, based on historical data, it might turn bearish, is this IBB. IBB is the biotech. Sorry, let me. Okay, I think I'll just put everything in cap. Easier for me to type. Right, biotech, easier for you to see also. Biotech, it is a different story right now. Biotech, IBB, biotech. Now, it seems damn positive, right? Biotech, you see from here right now to here, what, up about 10% already. All right, so this is positive over here. But based on historical data, seasonality, biotech, right, August 4 to 18 August, all right, for the past 12 years, 83% of the time it is down, which means that out of these past 12 years, 10 times it is down. All right, so in case you want to chase IBB, I would suggest not. I'm not sure how many of you actually are looking into this IBB so-called ETF or the related stock. So, you know, I'm trying to do naked chart over here. All right. So you might think that, you know, this is the resistance or breakout, or you buy, that kind of thing. And then you might get trapped. So this is what it could happen. This is what it could happen. So again, I need to stress it doesn't mean that price will come down, but I would prefer not to go long right now, because right now if you go long, you are kind of chasing already, right? Here you don't want to go long. You want to go long here. Something is not right here. I would say it is TMP. Okay, you know what's TMP or not? 头脑派, all right. Again, you know, price is here, you don't want to go long. Until here, then you go long. Okay, so something is not right. So this is my personal style. I do not like to chase. So again, based on historical data, every XBI is the same also. So it's biotech. XBI is the same also. So typically August is a weaker month. All right. So you can also go to stock chart. All right. You go to this chart. Right? Let me post the link in the comments. All right. Yeah. MHR. Yes. Short circuit. 头脑派. IBB. Biotech. If you go here. All right, so you zoom for the past 10 years, 11 years, doesn't matter lah. Okay, so it is not very 15 years doesn't matter. Okay, it is not very strong. Okay, so yeah, so do be careful on the biotech sector. So biotech sector, if you want to know what are the stock that is comprising of this ETF, all right, you can go to etf.com/IBB. 你可以去这里 all right, IBB. I post the link in the comments also. So let's go through what are the components in this ETF, IBB. All right, so IBB over here. Top 10 sector. All right, okay, so of course, Moderna, Amgen, Gillette, Illumina, and such. If I'm not mistaken, Moderna is very strong, right? It's very strong. So again, I'm not sure whether this trend will continue, but I wouldn't be wanting to buy right now here. Okay? All right, here you don't buy, here you don't buy, here you don't buy until price go in a parabolic here, then you buy. Again, TMP, you learn a new word today. 头脑派 okay, so my style, I wouldn't want to buy at a high here. So, all right, so again, this is just my personal view. Okay, so are you guys learning something new? Are you guys learning something new before this Facebook Live? Right? Do you know that oil is typically bearish in August? All right, if this is something new to you, type new in the comments, NEW, so that I know you are learning something new. And again, if you are learning something new, okay, just give me a like or share, right? Just to tell Facebook they enjoy my content. Just give me a like. Liking is free, doesn't cost you money. All right. Let me take a sip. Learn something new, not the TMP not 头脑派 but oil. Typically bearish in August. So, you can put it in your head. Next year, August, you might want to skip oil, not to be bullish on, not to be bullish on oil, yes, not to be bearish on oil. Okay, so you can put in your calendar if you want to, so that next year, August, you might want to stay away from oil. All right. And now let me go to some of the things that you might be wanting to look at. You might want to look at. Okay, so this is the bull case, BU, bullish case. All right. Again, the bullish case is based on the assumption that the market is normal. It is not going through a broad market sell-off. All right. So this ticker, ITA, this is an ETF. How many of you actually know what this ETF is? ITA. All right, this is the aerospace and defense. Okay, ITA. So if you can go to the seasonality chart over here from stock chart, ITA over here, aerospace, go over here, click. Okay, so let me do this. Right, so for the past 10 years, August typically okay. Of course, November is the best lah, okay? But August typically is okay also. If you go shorter time for the past 5, 6, 7 years now, so ITA, as in the aerospace and defense, it is doing pretty well. So let me go through this again for ITA. All right, so ITA wise, where is it? Typically from 2 to 19 August, all right, it is a bullish month for the past 10 years, all right, 80% of the time, 80% of the time it is bullish. So still got some time, so 2 to 19 August. So you can look at ITA over here. This is the ITA Aerospace and Defense. ITA, for example, the stocks like Lockheed Martin and such lah. Okay, let me add in my chart over here. Okay, so let's zoom out to the weekly time frame. It has been up for some time. Okay, can you see that? This is a perfect example over here. Hit this Camarilla level 3 level and price hit this level and came back down. All right, came back down. And right now it seems that price is doing a rebound up again. This is based on the weekly time frame. All right, so based on the daily time frame. Okay, so it was down, but overall the trend is still up. So it went up, and right now price is at the central pivot range. So we are at the central pivot range over here. Okay, and today it goes up again. So here it is actually a good buy lah. Okay, it's a good buy over here. It's a good buy over here. All right. So again, I'm not asking you to buy. So it's up to your own due diligence. Again, I'm not saying that you go up, but based on historical data, August typically okay month. All right. So 80% of time for the past 10 years, it is up. All right. So again, TLT. How many of you know what TLT is? A 20-year plus treasury bonds. Treasury bonds shortcut. Treasury bonds based on TLT. 16 to 31st August. Okay. All right, for the past 18 years, all right, which means it's 89% of the time, okay, it is up. So for the past 18 years, there's only 2 down years that it didn't go up. So TLT is the 20 years treasury bonds. All right, TLT. I also mentioned for some time already. Okay, the first time I mentioned is when price broke above the CPR over here and above the class, that the treasury bonds might go up. 10 years, 30 years can go up, which means if the treasury bonds goes up, all right, the yield are coming down. All right, of course, if the yield are coming down based on the narrative, what the media is trying to say that all the tech stock, growth stock is going to go up again. Okay, which yes, the tech stock are heading up again. Alan, yes, PPA is also similar to ITA. Both are in the aerospace and defense sector. So just that the ITA, the AUM, the asset under management, basically the fund size it is bigger. All right, it is bigger. So right now you can see that TLT, we are also hitting at a CPR right now again. Okay, a pullback over here at the CPR. We will see in the next week or so. Today is Friday, so next week we will see whether price can actually kind of rebound, and if price can actually rebounded from the CPR, I'll be keen to go long. Okay, so again, this is just my personal view. So based on historical data, TLT 20 years treasury bonds, it is positive over here. All right, I know some of you might be saying, hey, Alex, I don't trade treasury bonds today. I don't trade commodities today. I don't feel comfortable today, right? To me, it is like this lah. Okay, just treat this chart like normal stock. Just treat this chart like Baba, Alibaba. Just treat this stock like Tencent. Just treat this stock like Facebook. Just treat this stock as Google. All right, just treat this stock, this price chart as Tesla. If this is Tesla chart or not, if you want to buy or not, you want to buy, right? It is like on an uptrend, right? So as long to me, as long it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter to you whether it's treasury bonds, commodities, or FX. Okay, you can trade as long as price is fluid enough. For me, it's like this lah. Okay, I don't care whether it is bonds, commodities, or what. As long as there's liquidity, price action is fluid, okay, I will trade it. So TLT doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it is treasury bonds. You just follow the price action, okay? At the support, go. At the support, go. At the support, go. That kind of thing, okay? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? All right. Can So another one that I am in, all right, is UNG. UNG, it is natural gas. All right, so natural gas from 18 to 31st August, okay, typically for the past 10 years, 80% it is positive, which means that out of these 10 years, only 2 down years. All right, generally it is positive over here. The ETF is UNG, right? UNG is ETF. Of course, you can trade. If you're using CFD, for example, you're using IG, or CMC, you can trade the CFD directly, natural gas, okay, the futures directly, CFD lah. So you can trade small amount. But if you don't, you can also trade the UNG. This is the natural gas ETF over here. Again, over here, price has been going up steadily over here. Now, can you guys see? Quite perfect, right? CPR, oops, hit CPR, and for the month of August, it was at the CPR over here. This is where I went along also, okay? So this is where I went long also for UNG. So back to the historical data, it doesn't, again, I want to stress that because sometimes I'm very scared, I tell that this historical thing, then people think that it's a holy grail. No, it's not holy grail. So there'll be down years, but based on historical data, natural gas tends to be positive in the month of August also. All right, the month of August also. Okay, so moving forward, all right, in September, what is something you could be looking at? All right, XLF, I know most of you should know, like XLF is financial XLF. Okay, so from 3rd to 21st September, all right, for the past 15 years, okay, 80% it is positive, which means that out of these 15 years, only 3 years are down. The rest of the 12 years. 12 years, for the past 12 years, it is up. All right, so let's take a look at XLF financial. Right now it's already up already. It might be a bit too early, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just telling you that, based historically, September, it is also generally a good month for the finance sector as well. So right now for XLF, can you see that it is hitting the CPR, all right, and it's hitting up, higher up again. I didn't enter this trade for now. But just telling you that, if you enter 2 or 3 days ago, it is a pretty solid entry over here. All right, it's a pretty solid entry. So moving forward, you might want to be taking note at XLF. Okay, so if everything it is clear so far, all right, if you know this bullish so-called the stocks or the sectors to go in, okay, type XLF in the comments. Everything is okay and good so far. Okay, type XLF in the comments. So Stefan, okay, thank you and good night. Okay, good night. Wan An. Okay, so see you guys again. See you again. Sorry, see you again. Let me go through some of the comments. Let me go through tech service. Let's do Felix is asking about XOM. XOM, do you think can keep long term or not? This is Exxon Mobil. Okay, of course, Exxon Mobil, it is also in the energy sector. Again, energy sector linked back to oil and gas. August, typically, it is not a strong month. So right now, I wouldn't be holding XOM. Again, long term, I don't know how long is your long term. It is like 3 months, 9 months, 3 years, 5 years, I don't know. But if you are talking about long term wise, I think still can hold. You know, price is above the weekly cloud and above the I think price is above the weekly cloud. Okay, so right now it's undergoing a pullback. But as I mentioned, August is typically a weaker month, so I don't know when this so-called the pullback will end. So I really cannot give you I don't know your context. I don't know how long you'll be holding. So, but yeah, short term wise, I'm not bullish. Okay, but long term wise, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But if you're talking about very long term, maybe 9 months or so, I think okay lah. Okay, so yeah, so it's very difficult to answer you, Lei. Okay, sorry, my answer. I know this answer sucks, but this is really I don't really hold so long, so I cannot give you an answer. So short term wise, it is bearish. Okay. Darius Chow, how to see when to buy Moderna? Okay, MARNA Moderna. How to buy? This kind of chart is a bit parabolic. So to me, I wouldn't be wanting to buy right now, Moderna. All right, I wouldn't wanting to buy. If I really want to buy, price has to at least have a pullback and come and touch the CPR. All right. So yeah. So by the time it touch the CPR, then you'll be scared also, you know. So because price pull back quite a bit. So personally, I won't be touching this. If I missed it, then I missed it. So I won't be touching this Moderna. So I want to find something that has more of a steady uptrend. Okay, like this 45-degree upwards. Rather than, you know, this one Moderna, you know, it's just fly through the roof, then very difficult to catch. Also, this is just my personal view. All right. XLF, let me see. Okay, good. So a lot of you mentioned about XLF. Thank you for your comments. Joe is asking, right, if below CPR but above the cloud, is it considered bullish? Yes. All right. So this is the answer I always give. Above the cloud, it is still uptrend, but below CTR, it tells me that the uptrend is weakening, but the overall trend, it is still up. All right. I hope that answers your question. How do you screen for bullish, bearish ETF? I have this list over here. So, hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Let me find the list over here. Right, I found it. Just give me a moment. Here. How do I find this ETF bullish, bearish? I have this list over here. So I maybe you are new to me. So GR buy. So I have this list over here where I have more than 200 ETF, you know, industry, indices, countries, commodities, everything. It is inside over here. Okay, so I always keep track, and I also use this market in out to have a watch list over here. All right, so this ETF industry where this is exactly the list over here. I just put it in this platform where you can screen for me, you know, kind of a bullish, you know, bearish kind of ETF over here. All right, so this ETF, it is free. I give you. So I give to my subscribers and my MarketWise Asia subscribers, and just go to this side over here, ETF access over here. All right, I post the link in the comments. Okay, just enter your name and email address, and I will send it to you. All right, so just enter over here. Okay, so okay. MH, you said Moderna, you're already in February. Good for you, okay? Tesla. How come everybody asks Tesla again? Tesla actually has been quiet. Not much people talk about Tesla recently. So Tesla-wise, price action generally it is a bit choppy for Tesla, okay? But if you are strictly talking about how I see whether it's uptrend or downtrend, right? It is above the cloud, above the CPR. So generally it is on a uptrend, All right, so Tesla, if you really want to buy, I prefer, again, price to test the CPR again. All right, or if you have a trigger, then wait for it to go long again. All right, if this R1 level can really hold and break above, you could buy a breakout if you want to, but generally buying breakout is not my style. I prefer to have a pullback. All right. There is ATVI. Wow, this is a downtrend stock. You should know why it is a downtrend already, right? So based on price action wise, this is a rounding top, okay, and then it came down below the cloud and downtrend. So weekly time frame wise, actually, okay, based on the weekly time frame, ATI, it is still on an uptrend, for ATI, and right now it's actually heading into the yearly pivot. So if I add in the yearly pivot over here, okay, can you see? Oops, sorry, this is not ATVI. Okay, can you see this black dotted line over here? We are hitting right smack at the yearly pivot over here. All right, so can you see over here? ATVI actually hit the yearly pivot and then kind of stop over here. All right, so if you can hold, all right, I would suggest you hold. Okay, this is just my personal opinion. If price break below the yearly pivot, then I will be bearish But by the time hit below the yearly pivot, it is another down another 12% right. So whether you can tahan, whether it's painful for you, it is another story. Okay, because I don't know where you bought it. Okay, but right now we are at a support for ATVI. All right, and yeah. So SQ, why soon? SQ. All right, why soon? SQ. SQ, all these are hot stocks. Okay, I know price has been breaking out, and right now it's hovering at the resistance over here. Generally, SQ, I'm still bullish because nothing to be bearish. It is bullish above the cloud, above the CPR. Again, it is up to you whether to decide whether you want to buy upon breakout. Right now, it's hovering at the high. It could do a breakout, so you could buy if you want to. But generally, it is not my style also. And right now, as I mentioned earlier, right, August is typically a weaker month, so I don't want to put so much risk into the stock. So as you can see, the one that I'm holding right now is the UNG and the short of the IEZ, the oil and gas industry. Basically, is the commodities. Commodities are inside the commodities, not inside stocks per se. Okay. Wei Lu is asking about ETH. All right, so maybe I'll go to crypto. Okay, this is also something I want to share also. How many of you are actually interested for me to talk about crypto? Please type yes in the comments. I find there are more potential in crypto than in the stocks market right now. Okay. Let me see. Crypto. Yes. Okay. Crypto. Let me go through the crypto market right now. Crypto. Let's go to Bitcoin once again. A bit messy. Let me just go through this. Okay, so for BTC, what can you guys see here? Is it above the cloud or below the cloud? Is it above or below the cloud? For those who are with me, you should know already. Okay, so for those who are new to me, maybe you can just participate with me. Is it above or below the cloud? Again, just a recap over here for those who don't know. Prior to this over here, I mentioned that I exited over here and price was in a ping pong downtrend, so I was bearish. But my last Facebook Live, I say that I am starting to get bullish on the cryptocurrency. There are reasons why, because price seems to be above the central pivot range, Okay, but at that point in time, price didn't break above the cloud. I say that above the central pivot range, it is time for you to take a look. Price potentially could be back on an uptrend for crypto. All right, so for Bitcoin, it is above the cloud. Can see so strictly based on the uptrend, downtrend, systematically, it is back on a uptrend. All right, on a weekly time frame, definitely it is on an uptrend. Our price is above the cloud. No need to say lah. Okay, so for Ethereum wise, this is the weekly chart. Also, it is on a uptrend also, But if you zoom into the daily time frame, all right, again, Ethereum, it is also above the cloud, right? Okay. Now I want to add the central pivot range over here. Okay, go back to BTC. So BTC, so actually for crypto, I mentioned a few times also, technical wise, it works pretty well. Okay, can you see CPR? Once it broke below the CPR acting as a resistance, came down, act as a resistance, came down, act as a resistance, came down again. Okay, so it was here that I mentioned that we are on the verge of breaking above the CPR, and I was bullish that time. Okay, and right now price actually after heading up for some time, 4 days of pullback, and where did it hit? All right, it hit right at the CPR, the pivot point again, and then price rebounded again. So this is a bullish sign. This is a bullish sign over here. So adding everything what I say, okay, so this is how you get a chart above the cloud at the CPR, bullish. So crypto, I think we are back in a bullish uptrend phase. For Ethereum, it is also the same. So from the low from Ethereum to the high, is about 60% already. Okay, so I think there might be more room to go higher. All right, now the $1 million question is whether you can hit the high again and proceed to hit all-time high. This one I don't know. Okay, but I have some position in. I didn't buy ETH and Bitcoin. I not very keen to buy ETH and Bitcoin. I bought some altcoins, so I don't want to share too much about the altcoin also. But generally, all right, a rising tide will lift all the boats now. So basically, if Bitcoin and Ethereum, these two big brothers is heading up, the majority of rest of the altcoins are also going higher. All right, can you guys understand what I'm trying to say? If everything is all good, all right, just type ETH in the comments. Okay, ETH in the comments. Type ETH in the comments. I know that ETH is on an uptrend. Bitcoin is on a uptrend. ETH is on an uptrend. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So how many of you are actually bought more cryptocurrency recently, which you have the same view as me? Okay, if you bought recently, all right, type me in the comments so that I know you are also inside the cryptocurrency market right now. Okay, so previously I was bearish, so I never touched. So it is only recent 1 week that I went back in again. Okay, Edwin. So what did you buy? You care to share or not? Why soon you say you bought more ETH and Cardano. So Christopher, you say you bought some AVE. AVE is really strong also, AVE. RB, yes, RB is pretty strong. Good choice, RB. Can you guys see what I'm trying to say or not? See, a rising tide lifts all the boats, right? You know, typically price action almost similar, you know, above the CPR, trying to take a look, and price is right now up again. All right. While I'm saying ETH and BTC. Okay, so yeah, for me, okay, I share one. Okay, for me, I have this cake. Okay, I have this cake. Cake USDT. So it is listed on the Binance. I use Binance.com. All right, Binance.com. So I have this cake. So by the way, recently I'm also into DeFi, decentralized finance. Also, I'm also into these are decentralized exchanges also. So yeah, I find this a very interesting space lah. So previously I was quite a noob on this lah. So recently I am it bring my interest up again. So I'm learning more on decentralized finance, DeFi, everything. So yeah, quite interesting. And DeFi, Cake is one of the decentralized exchanges. This is the Pancake Swap. Okay, Pancake Swap. So Pancake Swap. This is just for informational purpose lah. Okay, this is just for informational purpose. All right, so this is the decentralized exchanges. Pancake Swap, this is the token that it is offering. Okay, so this is just to share with you. Doesn't mean that I'm asking you to buy, huh? Okay, yeah. So yeah, by the way, I wouldn't say I'm an expert on cryptocurrencies. Just that recently I've been reading a little bit more, so I know a bit more about DeFi and such, but I'm still not an expert. Okay, so yeah, don't ask me too cheap question about crypto. I can't be able to answer you. All right. Why is it asking, right? Can I use GBTC to write BTC? This one I can't answer you. I'm not very sure. That I'll be totally honest with you. I can't answer this question. All right. So Xiang is asking me, which broker would you recommend for the cheapest transaction fee? Broker as in stock broker or crypto broker? All right, stock or crypto. So you need to let me know. If you're talking about stock wise, all right, you can go to Thinkorswim, I mean the TD Ameritrade or Interactive Brokers. If you want to go somewhere, as in you want to trade different market wise, Interactive Brokers, Tiger, Mumu, you can go down. Okay, but of course, Tiger and Mumu, they have some transaction fee, but very low. I think a few dollars only, $1 or $2 only. IB also the same. But if you really want zero transaction fee, then there will be Thinkorswim, TD, and Ameritrade. Okay, so you're saying about crypto wise, I have two broker account. So one is Gemini and the other one is Binance. So Gemini is not the cheapest, but what I like about Gemini, it is that it can do direct bank transfer. All right. So if you have fiat USD, all right, and after that you sold, for example, you sold your ETH or BTC and you convert to fiat, right, USD or SGD, and you can directly do a fast transfer, a bank transfer back to your Singapore bank account like DBS, UOB, etc. So it is very easy. Okay. Whereas for Binance, I also have Binance, but Binance, right now there's a lot of trouble with Binance. So you cannot directly do a bank transfer. So you have to do P2P, peer-to-peer, or you have to convert to other coins. Then you transfer back to Gemini, then you do a bank transfer. So a bit later. So these two I have. So I would recommend, personally, I use Binance and Gemini. So this is only what I can share with you. Okay, Binance, the transaction fee is lower. Okay. What else? NVIDIA, Darius is asking, NVIDIA safe to buy at the moment or not? NVIDIA, all this, it is also at all-time high. It is also on an uptrend. Okay, I wouldn't say, I cannot tell you whether it's safe to buy or not. So it really depends on your risk profile. Okay, but it is on an uptrend. It is above the CPR. It is on a good uptrend. Like AMD also, it is also very strong also. Okay, so all this you should know the best time to buy it is somewhere around here, like at the CPR over here. All right, so like even for the SOXX, this is the semicon. All right, it broke above the previous high and it's on a breakout over here. So it seems that price is holding above the breakout and semicon is so-called breakout and continue heading higher up. So yep, I think can buy, but you need to know where to set your stop. Okay, because if you set your stop, if you buy now, let's say for example, NVIDIA, NVDA, all right, you know, you need to set your stop pretty far, somewhere around here, right? From here, if you buy here, you need to set somewhere around here, okay? So up to your personal preference, okay? Yep. All right. So any questions? I don't want to talk about individual stocks now, because too many stocks to go through. Maybe I'll just go through another 3 more stocks, okay? Then I will call it a day. But general question regarding the market, all this you can ask me, okay? But stocks, I will go through another 3 more. So let me go through any other stocks you want me to go through. 3 more stocks. 3 more stocks. Okay, so for the 200 plus of you who are still in the room, thank you for tuning in again. All right, do a quick short advertisement over here. All right, remember to join MarketWise Asia Telegram channel, where I always update my latest news, price mover, interesting market news, and also of course my Facebook Live. Whenever I go for Facebook Live, I'll update you guys inside this Telegram channel. Inside there are about 3,005 people in the channel already. So I posted the link in the comments, and I also you should be able to see it in the screen as well. So do give me a like and share on this Facebook Live. Just to tell Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future. Okay, and to tell Facebook algo that you want to see me, because if you don't engage with me, normally Facebook will start showing you lesser and lesser of our Facebook Live in the future already. So just give me a like. Liking is free. Okay. And okay, I say 3 more stocks. Okay, let me see. Too many stocks. Yeah. Okay. Felix, I answer you already. So give somebody other chance. Okay. So Leiting, FSLR. So I give those who have not answered a chance. FSLR. First Solar. Solar is doing pretty well recently. Solar. Yes, Solar. Solar. It is on an uptrend. Okay, so can you see kind of do a zigzag pullback and then goes up, go back up again. So this is a weekly time frame. So this is a low over here, and then a higher low. Okay, and then it seems like going back up. This is based on the weekly time frame. And if you zoom into the daily time frame, it is okay. Price is back above the cloud over here. All right, can you see that this at the cloud, it is acting as a support over here, and then price broke above the CPR again, and it's hovering at a high. So if you want to buy into First Solar, you can, but not my style. I would prefer it to come back to a CPR at the support okay. Of course, if you prefer to do a breakout, then right now this is more like a tight consolidation range. All right, if price do a breakout also, you can also buy also, but you need to understand that this R1 is a resistance level. Okay, so if do a breakout over here, you could buy. Okay, but do aware that breakout might fail. But so this is not my choice. This is not my preference. I prefer to do a pullback. So Fastly, okay. Fastly recently Solar is doing pretty well also. If I'm not mistaken, for Solar, for the past, let me see. Not here. Okay, so not here. Okay, I think I'm mistaken, but generally, Solar is doing okay. Fast. Okay, so Vincent Dean is asking EH. All right, EH, EH. Ehang Holding. Ehang is Chinese stock, is it? Is it Chinese stock? I'm not too sure on that. EH, cannot lah. EH cannot lah. Okay, can you see on the weekly time frame? It's a strong up. EH. Strong up, and then suddenly just kind of reverse back down again. Okay, and then based on the daily time frame, all right, it is below the cloud, below the CPR. Okay, and then just hit back down again. So EH, not a good one. Okay, so yeah. And then Ben, all right, Ben, last one. So Snap. Okay, so for those who I didn't answer, I don't feel offended, okay, because there's too many things I cannot answer every single thing, okay. So yeah, so Snap also, yes, breakout, strong stock. Snap breakout, after the earnings previously, right? Breakout, and then tested, goes up again at the CPR. So Snap is okay to me, pretty strong also. Okay, for the tech stock, so tech stock generally is okay. Tech stock is growth tech is okay. All right. So I won't be going individual stocks anymore. So again, please don't feel offended. Please don't feel offended. Let me go through more of a general question. Okay, so yeah, your view on the China crackdown. So China crackdown, I think recently the news kind of die off really. Of course, crackdown, the most recent one is the Tencent腾讯is kind of wet again because China deemed the gaming market is like a digital opium or spiritual opium, a drug that nowadays the young are feeding on, keep playing games and all such. So which I think the government think that it is bad for the whole society okay. But generally, for the Chinese market, right, the big companies, for example, Tencent, Alibaba, all these are big tech companies. They still have strong earnings, potential growth. They are still growing. And the more important thing is, I believe, right, the Chinese is not out to kill this Chinese company, because for the China to progress even better in the next 5 to 10 years, they need this tech company, because if the tech company cannot grow, China is not going to grow. So they need each other. 彼此都需要互相的辅助 Okay, so they need each other. So what China want to do basically, to tell the big tech company that I am in charge. Which I mentioned before already. They have to tell that CCP is in charge. Xi Jinping is in charge, right? You jolly well listen to me. Okay, so if you intend to invest in Chinese stocks, right, be prepared for the volatility. And I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, I know for this Chinese company, many of the stocks like腾讯, Baba, they are undervalued. Okay, so if you are holding long term, 2 to 5 years, I think it is okay for you to buy some, right? Dollar cost averaging if you want to. Dollar cost averaging meaning that, if you're 10K, put 3K to buy first, drop further, buy another 3K, drop further some more, buy another 3K. All right, so you could, okay? I believe, when this whole thing saga has ended, you will go higher again. But if you're talking about short-term trading, right, then you might want to hold back your horses first. But something interesting, okay, something interesting for Baba is that, I'm looking at Baba, or I'm looking at Baba. Okay, so recently, what can you see for Baba? All right, of course, on a daily time frame, downtrend, I'm going to see, okay? What is interesting is that, price is starting to, hover at the central pivot range already for Alibaba. This is Alibaba on the Hong Kong Exchange, 9988 on Hong Kong Exchange. Okay, 9988. So hovering there. If next week or so price break above the cloud, as in break above the CPR, then I'll be interested to look at BABA already. Okay, from a shorter term time frame perspective, for a swing trade hold for a few days to a few weeks, right? You can ride all the way up to here. Okay, so if it's up about maybe up potential to up profit up 8%, okay, that kind of okay. So you need to understand overall Alibaba, it is still on a downtrend, but above the CPR, all right, it means that the downtrend is weakening. So you may want to take a closer look, because right now price is hovering at the CPR. Of course, next week price can come down. If price came down, then doesn't matter. I'm not going to buy anyway. All right. Same for the US listed Alibaba. Baba over here, the price action is also showing the same thing, but today Baba is coming down, okay? But just watch it, see Alibaba whether it can break above the CPR or not. All right. And of course, if we're talking about Tencent, right? All these stocks it is still below the CPR. Okay, so nothing to buy. JD short-term trading also, okay, so it's also below. All right, so Meituan is 3690 3690 also below the CPR. But generally, you can see that all these they are not moving very much already. So for Meituan, Baba. So when all these things die down quietly, price could hit back up again. You won't know. So watch out for it. When the news die down, this is where you want to look back at the Chinese stocks again. All right, if you are talking about education stocks, right, like TEL, okay, then no lah, no. Okay, so drop more than 90%. Fundamentally, the education company have changed, so I won't be looking into that. All right. Again, but if you're talking about trading short term, you could, but price has to be above the CPR first. Okay, like go through Gao2, right? Also hovering at the low over here, so don't touch it now. Okay, can. Let me see. Karim Chuang is asking how to call up the cloud and CPR. You mean that how to put the cloud and CPR into your chart, is it? Okay, so I believe you are new over here. All right, I have this YouTube tutorial over here. All right, you just click here in the link, then there will be the YouTube video to show you how to add the cloud, the CPR, and the pivot points. Okay, I won't be explaining that. All right, so you go to the link, and Zhong is asking, based on seasonality, is there a sector rotation between the Nasdaq and Dow? Yes. All right. So previously, let me see the chart. All right. So previously, Dow is the weaker one. Now it's stronger one. Again, previously, Nasdaq is the stronger one. Now it's the weaker one. So it's like always this sector rotation, not really seasonality, but sector rotation, because seasonality based on historical data. So historical data, both the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the Nasdaq are typically weaker in August. But based on sector rotation wise, it could be any month. It could be any month, where funds flow to the tech stocks. Now the funds are flowing out of tech stocks and back into the old industry sectors such as the finance, right, or the industrial. That's why the industrial and the finance are doing better, right? So the funds could be flowing back to the financial and the industrial right now. Okay, so I hope that answer your question. Probing semicon also, right? Healthcare industry and also property. What do you mean by probing semicon? Gonna probe healthcare industry? You mean for the Chinese stocks, is it? You mean for the Chinese stock, is it? Okay. Tencent Music. Okay, I think that's about all. So why Lam is saying that Emperor C needs to show people that he loves everyone. Could be. So to me that I try not to read too much into the news. I try to follow the price action. Okay, so again, I've certain friends, you know, who tell me, you know, it's best not to touch the Chinese stocks. If you have been in the market long enough, you know, the Chinese always go through the boom and bust. Okay, there was always boom, there's always bad news, but eventually the market will go up again. Okay, so don't be too bearish, too negative. But I agree that one of the factor that, you know, you have to factor in is that, you know, the CCP is one of the factors that will cause the stock market to snap at the snap of fingers to go up or down. But, you know, eventually, you know, I don't think the CCP, the Chinese government, want the stock market to die to cause pain to the market. So they just want to revamp of the market and such. So yeah, follow the price, don't read the news. Okay, don't read the news. Okay, so I think that's about all for today. I think I also overshot by quite a bit already. I also intend to talk about 1 hour only. So right now it's about 1.5 hours already. 1.5 hours already. Thelma is asking, may I have the detailed explanation about CPR? All right, CPR, I think not enough time, but generally, okay, I say you might want to go to the link again over here. I post the link once again. All right, YouTube tutorial how to add the indicator. So basically for CPR, for Thelma, all right, this is CPR is derived from the pivot point. Pivot point is this, all the lines over here, right? The lines over here. So pivot point, essentially it is telling me the support and resistance zone. So don't think of it too complicated. So it is just a way to tell you the support and resistance zone. So whenever price, you know, is on an uptrend and price tested the CPR, it's always a good time to go long. Okay, always a good time to go long. Always a good time to go long. So this is just a way to tell you the support and resistance zone. Okay, so I think that's about all for today, and enjoy your holiday weekend and enjoy dining out in the coming new week. All right, you can dine out in next week already. So last call over here. If you haven't liked my Facebook live today, do give me a like. I would appreciate that. Liking is free, doesn't cost you money. Okay, do give me a like. Okay, so and such, right? So I will just end the session today. So I wish you guys a very good weekend. Okay, so I will see you guys again next week. Enjoy the holidays. All right, and goodbye. 晚安，再见。拜拜。